once you get a tank, okay, and once you started playing it, you'll get, as you can see on corner, you'll get money, and you'll get experience. This is free experience that you can use on every vehicle that you want, and this is the experience that you have on your vehicle. Now, once you had enough, experience, you can click research button. You can click it whenever you want, but I recommend, for you to collect some experience. Now, these are the stock guns, and these are the stock modules that you will get with every tank. So what you get is a tier 4 gun that is 7.5 centimeters 2K. It's nothing special, it's kind of bad for a tier 5, although it says it's a tier 4 gun, but you can do definitely damage with it, and I will show you how to do it. Now you'll get a radio. Radio is, something that you should research last. It just tells you, the position of enemy tanks. It's, important, but you need these things more importantly. Now, Hetzer comes with a lot of engines. Now this is kind of stupid. I really don't like this. They've put a lot of engines, and you need to research all of them to get to the final engine. This one is good. It gives Hetzer a good mobility, not the greatest. Hetzer rotates fast, but it's not, a fast machine like a light tank. Now, you have tracks that you should definitely research. Now, some tanks require researching tracks first, because tracks can handle the load. Some of these modules are heavier, than the stock tracks can handle. So that's what you should, first get. But if you don't need it, then I recommend getting a gun first, getting engine, and then tracks. Now that's for the tank destroyers that don't have a cupola. Now cupola is, I will show you. Cupola, what's the great example? Alright, Comet. So cupola is this upper part that can rotate 360 degrees, not on every tanks, well, on almost every tanks, just on some tank destroyers, American, it cannot. And on ELC IMX, but hey, whatever. That's just additional information, so no. That's a cupola, and when you research the tanks that have cupola, you need to research cupola, which is logical. So what I recommend is, if you need tracks, research them, then get a cupola, and then you get a gun. Because if I wanted to unlock this gun, I couldn't, because I didn't unlock this cupola. And if I already unlocked this gun, but I have this stock cupola, I could not mount this gun, because this gun is not designed for the standard cupola. So yeah, that's what you should keep in mind, and that's basic upgrading, nothing very complicated. So let's get back to Hetzer. Now, I will show you some replays of Hetzer, definitely. Sadly, I don't have them anymore, because World of Tanks always updates, it's a game in development. It's already developed very well, but they're always improving it. So right now we are on 9.9, I think, and I have lots of battles that I have lots of great battles that I played in Hetzer a long time ago, but it was older versions. Now I don't have older versions of World of Tanks, and I cannot replay those battles, so that's why I need to play a bit more of this little tank, this little beast, to show you what it is. But trust me, this tank can one shot, so if one shot will kill most of the tier 4 tanks, okay? Well, those who really don't have armor, and most tier 4 tanks don't tend to do so. So that's a tier 4 tank destroyer that I really recommend. And another tank that I really do recommend to you is this is the beginner tank, the best tank that you should get, you should ever get. What am I saying? So get on the Russian, not on the Russian, on the Soviet line. It's the same. So you'll get this MS1, everybody gets that. Then go to T26. It's a standard tank. It's a light, nothing very special, nothing very complicated. It doesn't stick out. It's just the same tank as any other tank. It just has its looks. Then you'll get the T-46. Now this tank, kinda has a bit of armor, and you can, I guess bounce some shots, but it's very hard. It's still tier 3, and you can't do that. It's nothing. All tanks have small armor, thin armored, and they're nothing special. Now, what the next step you should go for is the T-28. Now, T-28 is... how can I say about it? This tank is just a mess. Alright, T-28 is a fast tank, but it's absolutely huge, okay? You cannot hide this tank. It doesn't have armor at all. Even the biggest noob can hit you because you're absolutely huge. You're like biggest ship. And you have standard guns, but Hetzers tend to love this tank because they have 350 hit points, and yeah, they can one-shot him definitely. Wherever they shoot, they will just destroy it in just one shot. But after some just let me see. After some battles in T-28, you will be able to research and buy yourself a KV-1. Now, research is 13,500 experience. Now, if you're a beginner, you will usually take around, I think, well, maybe around 200 XP for every single battle. That's what beginners usually do. So let's divide that with 3,500. Oh my god, calculating, right? So it should take you around 67 battles. Don't worry, okay? It's not usually that you will get 200 experience, but that's if you play as bad as you can get, if you don't do anything in battle. So it will take around 60, but it will take around like 40 battles in this tank to unlock a KV-1. So, of course, as you can see, as you get on the higher levels, tanks become more expensive. But don't worry, you will earn money and you will always get it. Now, KV-1 is a tier 5 heavy tank that you will get, and this tank is absolutely a beast, okay? What I recommend you to get is a turret, and then this gun, 85mm. It's great, okay? It can penetrate, it can do lots and lots of stuff. Now, I already had KV-1, but I sold it, I got it for the KV-2, which is even better. It's the best tank in the game. Trust me. So, I think I had to buy tracks, so tracks first, then I got the cupola, and then the gun, and that's it. But this tank moves very slow, even with the best engine. It's a very slow tank, but don't worry, you have a lot of armor, okay? And you can bounce a lot of tier 5 tanks. So yeah, that will be it for this episode. Where did I go? Tech tree. That'll be it for this episode, and yeah, go ahead, take a look at the tanks, take a look at their stats. That's all on papers, and most of tanks, act differently on battlefield, but it tells you something, I guess. So yeah, choose one tank. I've told you. Should I tell you? All right. You have like 5-6 different classes, and artillery, I told you it's kind of bad. It's really not balanced in the game. Well, I got like tier 4 German artillery sold immediately. I have one, I think, artillery, yeah, birch gun, and I really rarely play it. It's very, I don't know how to play artillery, but I know that everybody hates it, including me. I know that it requires a lot of skill and everything, but it's just not because of the players that play it, it's just because of the game mechanics. It's so stupid, like you can get destroyed in one shot. Now that might sound, good, but it really requires a lot of skill, to aim those shots, and it's really, you need to have nerves of steel to play them. So, no, and you won't see much action like you do in other tanks. So I really do not recommend SPG tanks for you beginners. Get those other tanks. Now, tank destroyers are the tanks that usually get very good guns, that do a lot of damage. Except this one, this is a horrible thing. You know, there's always those tanks, you know, that you'll always hate. But hey, so tank destroyers have a lot of, you know, alpha damage on their guns, and they tend to do a lot of damage. Now, uh, they they kind of have armor, you know, but not as good as heavy tanks do. Now, heavy tanks, I already told you, slow, sluggish tanks, a lot of armor, and good guns. Uh, Medium tanks, very fast tanks, don't have much armor, you know, but if they have amazing guns, you know, not good as tank destroyer guns, but you know, you're mobile, you're more mobile than tank destroyers, and you can shoot, you know, you can get to sides of enemy tanks and shoot them there, and it's amazing. Uh, and the light tanks, I told you to spot enemy very fast and amazing. So yeah, that will be it. I recommend those two tanks, Hetzer and the KV-1. Those are the starting tanks, and you will have lots of fun. Now, just one more thing. American, where is it? T-18, it's a filthy tank. If you want, you can get it, because like most tanks cannot penetrate T-18. And it's kind of, you know, just kicking puppies, and I really do not recommend this one, because, well, you'll get kind of used to it, and then once you get another tanks, it will be, you know, a big change, and I really do not recommend you to get that tank. You know, you can get it, play a bit of it, and you get another tank. Now, that's it pretty much. Yeah, choose your tank and go for it. You know, one term is, you know, if I, for example, I'm starting from light tractor and I want to mouse, I'll have to grind my way to him. So yeah, there's one, I guess, term, grinding. So yeah, that will be it. I've been Nextron. This was World of Tanks. Please do give a like if you like the episode, and don't forget to comment, say something in comments, you know, say what you want to know in comments, and I will definitely make a video about it, if it's not stupid. And yeah, you can subscribe also, that's free, but you know, whatever, if you want. So yeah, that'll be it. I've been Nextron, and see you. Bye.